Night settled over the village of Mkalini. Thick and heavy like a sacred cloth, the drums had stopped, the fires had dimmed. Yet the wind carried a strange whisper, one that only the ancestors understood. In the center of the king's hut hung the sacred mask of Oduma, a mask no one touched, a mask said to hold the spirit of an ancient watcher. But one man dared what none before him had attempted. His name was Kato, a young hunter known for his pride. As the moon rose, he stepped quietly into the king's hut. The shadows bent around him, as if warning him to turn back. But Kato's heart pounded with desire. He wanted the strength, the glory, the power the mask was said to bring. When his fingers closed around it, the air turned cold. The mask's eyes glowed. Something awakened. Kato rushed into the forest, clutching the mask as if it were treasure. But the deeper he went, the heavier it became. The trees trembled, owls stopped singing, even the insects hid in silence. Behind him, distant voices rose in panic, guards, elders, warriors searching. But another sound followed him too, a slow, echoing breath that did not belong to any human. Kato stumbled near the old riverbank. The water, normally calm, churned like boiling fire. Mist rose, shaping itself into long fingers. The voice of Elder Mbaku echoed in his memory. Whoever steals, the mask steals the peace of the land. Suddenly, the mask grew hot in his hands. He dropped it, but it did not fall. It hovered, floating in the air, turning toward him. Kato, a deep voice growled from within it. You have awakened what sleeps beneath. Kato staggered backward as the mask drifted closer, a faint glow pulsed inside it, forming the outline of a massive spirit tall as the trees, ancient as the mountains. The spirit of Oduma, guardian of truth, had returned. Kato, it boomed. You took what was not yours. Why? Kato trembled, unable to speak. He had imagined power, not judgment. The spirit lifted the mask higher, and the forest lit with golden fireflies swirling in sacred patterns. They formed visions, past warriors, fallen kings, greedy men, all punished for their pride. Then another vision formed, the village of Mkalini, now covered in shadow, crops dying, fires dying out. This, the spirit said, is the future your theft has begun. Kato's chest tightened. He had not wanted harm, only recognition. What must I do? He whispered. The spirit's eyes glowed brighter. You must face what haunts you. The air shifted. The golden glow faded, replaced by a harsh, burning wind. From the darkness of the forest came the sound of heavy footsteps, slow, angry, ancient. Kato knew the stories. When Oduma awakened, other spirits awoke to those cast out long ago. Hungry for chaos, a monstrous figure stepped into the clearing, covered in cracked clay and tangled roots. Its eyes burned red. This was Tega, the spirit of broken oaths. You stole what binds the world. Tega snarled. Now the bond is broken. The ground split open, trees bending away from the creature. Oduma raised his glowing mask, shielding Kato. Kato, Oduma said, your pride opened the door. Only your courage can close it. Kato felt shame burn inside him, but also resolve. He stepped forward, shaking. I caused this. I will stand. Tega roared, rushing toward him, shaking the earth itself. Tega charged like a raging storm, ripping trees from the ground. Kato held his breath, feeling the heat of the spirit's fury press against his skin. Oduma sent a wave of golden light, but Tega struck through it, shattering energy like glass. Kato, Oduma shouted, speak the truth that lies in your heart. Kato had never spoken truth, not to the elders, not to himself. But now he felt it rise like fire in his chest. I was wrong, he cried. I wanted power. I wanted honor I did not earn. I forgot the village. I forgot who I am. The forest stilled. Tega froze, trembling, as the air around him cracked with light. Oduma's glow wrapped around Kato's words, turning them into chains of truth. The chains wrapped Tega, binding him. The monstrous spirit held once, then shattered into dust. Silence returned to the forest. The golden fireflies returned, circling Kato gently as Oduma lowered the sacred mask. The forest seemed to breathe again. The river calmed. Stars peeked through the trees like watching ancestors. Kato, Oduma said softly, the mask was never meant for glory. It was meant for guardianship. Kato bowed, tears stinging his eyes. I understand now. Together, they walked back to Nkalini. The villagers gathered in silence as Kato approached the king's hut and placed the mask back on. Each stand, Elder Mbaku stepped forward. You have faced the spirits and your own heart. This is a lesson for us all. Oduma's voice echoed one final time. Great power is not taken. It is earned through truth and humility. As dawn broke, Kato understood the deepest truth. Pride brings shadows, but honesty brings light strong enough to guide a whole village.